Hey guys, I'm Dave Rubin and this is the all-new Rubin Report. We're in a great new studio with an awesome new set and a fantastic new crew. It's been a long journey for me to get here, from interning at The Daily Show in 1999 to 14 years of stand-up comedy in New York City to Sirius XM to the Young Turks to my new home here at Aura TV. We're going to be rounding out the political and current events coverage alongside two huge influences of mine, broadcasting legend Larry King and free speech beacon Jesse Ventura. As many of you know, over the last few months, I've been really disappointed by people supposedly on my team, the left, on issues of political correctness and free speech. Toss in the social justice warriors and our lapdog media, and debate, and I mean true debate, gets totally tossed out the window. To me, there is literally nothing more important in a democracy than free speech and debate. We should debate everything. We should talk about everything. We should engage in ideas that we aren't comfortable with, and we should let the best ideas win. That's how a healthy society based on rational ideas and a secular government should work, but too often these days, it simply isn't what's happening. And while the far right in this country went off the deep end a while ago, what I've really been affected by is seeing my side, the people on the left, cherry-picking facts, stifling debate, and labeling everyone they disagree with a racist, a bigot, a homophobe, or worse. These aren't liberal principles, much less are they the ideals our founders intended for us to use when they started this country. By the way, I know I'm not the only one feeling this. As I've started talking more and more about political correctness, free speech, and true liberal values like women's rights, gay rights, and human rights around the world, I've seen a huge amount of people waking up alongside of me. I see it in the YouTube comments, I see it on Twitter, on Facebook, and everywhere else. There's been an awakening of the sane majority, and if I can use my voice to be any part of that, then that's why I'm here. So with that in mind, I want to set a couple ground rules for how we're going to do this show. Rule number one, I promise you that beyond anything else, I will not blatantly lie to you. One of our biggest problems these days is nobody knows who to trust anymore. We have politicians who lie endlessly and a mainstream media that helps them do it, either by asking the wrong questions or not asking any questions at all. Then we have an online media that is fact-checked by nobody, thus left to its own devices. I will do my best to get information to you in an honest way. I will get things wrong sometimes, but it won't be intentional, and that brings me to number two. Please fact-check me if you hear me say something that you think is factually unsound or patently wrong. Call me out on it, tweet at me, respond in the YouTube comments, or email me. I'll discuss them with the team, and we'll address the ones that should be addressed, and we'll even credit you for it. Rule number three, I won't talk about people's personal lives unless they're hypocritical politicians. It seems to me we've gotten in a really bad habit of thinking that everyone's business is our business and nobody has a right to privacy. That's just not going to be what we do here. I don't care what people do in their bedroom or in their personal life, as long as it isn't a politician voting one way and doing something else privately. Just because someone hacks into someone's email or there are naked pictures of some celebrity doesn't mean we have to feed this monster. Rule number four, I won't be a partisan hack. One of the worst things on cable news is that they think debate is taking a Republican operative and a Democratic strategist, sitting them across from each other and letting them go at it. That is not debate, that's just drivel. Do you know how many former White House officials and party leaders work for the cable news channels? I don't know either, but yeah, it's a lot. Yes, I tend to agree more with people on the left, but I'm not in this for the Democrats. I think they're as sold out and as corrupt as the Republicans, and I'm going to call them both out for it. Rule number five, I will consistently stand for liberal values, and I won't demonize everyone who disagrees with me. I believe in free speech. I want minorities to be treated equally. I want women to be treated equally. I want gays to be treated equally. I want everybody to be treated equally, and these are the principles that I will always defend. And please note there that I said equally. I don't think anyone deserves special treatment or special favors. And then when we're all equal, we can treat everyone as crappy as they treat us. You know, the American dream. Rule number six, we're going to talk about big ideas here. We're so bogged down in attacking people that we rarely talk about why we are talking about them at all. I want to talk about what the role of government should be, what kind of foreign policy we should have, ethical debates about abortion and stem cell research, not about the small-minded people who are often driving the conversations. This is going to be a tough one because sometimes these people have to be addressed, but I'll try to do it sparingly and for good reason. Rule number seven, I promise to keep reading as many of your tweets, comments, and messages as humanly possible. I want this to be a conversation, not just me talking at you. You should know that I struggle reading anything that's over 140 characters. Rule number eight, I won't fake outrage for clicks and views. There's enough ranting and raving on TV and online, and if that's what you're looking for, look elsewhere. Rule number nine, I'm going to be relating things back to Star Wars often, usually in a pretty coherent way, but that might require you to do some homework. And if a Star Wars reference goes over your head, you can't just try to figure it out, you have to actually do it. In the words of Yoda, try not, do or do not, there is no try. And rule number 10, I will not always live up to these rules, but I will try, do, the best I can.